Just a couple of weeks ago, resident doctors in New Zealand went on strike for 48 hours. Well, I guess we got through it okay. There wasn't any major disruptions other than to elective surgery. But of course, with the quakes happening this week, the resident doctors have actually cancelled a strike which was due to happen next Wednesday. I guess just to be safe and be sure, and if there are any further aftershocks or any issues, they want to be available to be on it. So good on them for doing that. Now, the RDA National Secretary is Deborah Powell, and this is officially what the public have been told. Whilst RDA members had planned to go ahead with another round of strike action next week, in the light of recent earthquakes and associated difficulties facing the public, our national executive has made the decision to withdraw the notices. We understand that this is a distressing time for both our communities and for the DHB staff in the earthquake affected area, and we do not wish to add this to already stressful situation. Our thoughts are with those affected by the events that have recently taken place. So I think you've got to say, kudos, well done. I mean, I guess in a strike situation it's an all or nothing, because they could have just said we're not going to strike in Wellington and Christchurch and in between, but they've cancelled the strikes for the whole country. And you know, that's what negotiations are. It's like you come to the table and actually they recognise that for everyone right now it wouldn't be a good thing to go on strike, so they've just cancelled it.
Yeah, and that is just totally the right thing to do. It's interesting, of course, because the reason that they were on strike in the first place is just that overworked thing, isn't it? They're working 12-hour days, you know, days on end without a break, and it was affecting, in their mind, or that's the claim, it was affecting their performances and could cause some, major issues down the line, big mistakes to be made through tiredness, etc. So for them to, I mean, that is a point that they are steadfast on. They do believe that that's the case. They want to go down this road. But as you say, I mean, kudos has to be given to them here for saying, look, this is still our stance, but hey, this is a state of, let's face it, emergency in a lot of areas of the country. So we're going to hold back on that now. There's no point in putting extra stress on already stretched resources.
Yeah, and when negotiating a contract, especially when you're in disagreement, a lot has to be done with good faith. I mean, when you negotiate a contract, that is a phrase that gets used a lot. Good faith, good faith, good faith. And you have to say, from the perspective of two areas of the medical fraternity that seem to be at loggerheads, you couldn't do much more, a much better act of good faith than say, for the safety of our customers, i.e. potential patients, at this time we're cancelling it, but as you say, to pick up further down the track, because we ain't finished yet.